Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have this PSP2000 with us. I know the package says 3000, but the guy that I got it from only had this packaging, so I just went ahead with it. So I have already charged it, and I will let you guys know if getting the PSP2000 in 2025 is worth it or not. So this is what I got. I just got this console and this charger. So let's keep this aside. So we have got the analog stick on the left, and there is no other analog stick. There are some shoulder buttons on the left and right. The console has some scratches and dents, but overall I just tested it out and it is working fine. I got this because I really wanted to have the PSP experience. Let's set it as the default. Let's explore the settings. So most of these internet settings do not work because it cannot connect to the internet. Well, technically it can, but you need an old tech stack for that. You can change the themes and colors and everything. There is also a display output, so you can plug in your TV via this cable. I do not have this, but surely you could if you had this. And according to me, the sound is also very crisp and clear. Most of these functions that depend on internet do not work. I tried digital comics, but it also requires the browser, so I don't think that's gonna work. And it had a camera extension that you could buy and plug it here. I do not have that, so I just use it for playing games. I think the Sense Me was a radio station kind of thing, but all of this Curiosity and Sense Me depended on the internet. You could play videos and look at photos on this, but I do not have them. So let's look at the games. I got a memory card with all the games flashed in it. So it has around 200 games and I really like them. So every time I reboot this, I have to go ahead and do this crack version, and then my games would show up. But the best thing is that the display does not have any burn-in, and the lines on the screen that you see are only because my camera is a modern version and the screen has a weird refresh rate. So like I said, I only got this PSP for playing games and for nostalgia. So it has quite a lot of those games. You can scroll to the bottom, so you get the point. One of my favorites is Dante's Inferno, and It revolves around the seven rings of hell that Dante has to endure so that he can be free. But I also really like this Loco Roco. So it is a rhythm based game and it uses this analog stick quite well actually. Let's boot this up. And one thing I like about this is that the graphics quality is quite good actually, and I do not have any complaints about it. And it can even play quite demanding games like GTA Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories. I'll insert the clip of this PSP playing GTA Liberty City Stories, and it ran quite smoothly actually. So this is the max volume. Let me maximize the volume. So so if you're getting this PSP, I would say do not get this if you want to play the most modern games which are not even supported at this point. But if you want to indulge in your childhood games, or if you like nostalgic games and the games in the 2000s era, then this is the perfect machine for you. The battery life is also pretty good on these things, and you can get a replacement for as low as 1000 rupees or 500 rupees. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. And if you ask me, I would say that yes, getting a PSP 2000 in 2026 is definitely worth it for its nostalgic value. Let us explore the library a little bit so that you can decide for yourself. I will tell you about some notable games. So first one is this Assassin's Creed. I have played this game. It works and runs quite well. Then there is Angry Birds. We have the Tomb Raider. So this is like the original version of the Tomb Raider. There is an old version of Ghost Recon. We have Godfather, and this also runs very well and the story behind it is quite good. There are many famous titles also, like Splinter Cell, there's Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3. So Silent Hill is also here. We have Silent Hill 0. And this was released in the era where movies had their own games. So we have Pirates of the Caribbean. We also had a SpongeBob game. Then there is NFS Most Wanted. You cannot connect to the internet and you can play multiplayer games, but still NFS runs well. There's MotoGP, there's Mortal Kombat. This is an old version. And this is what I was talking about. It runs GTA Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories. And this PSP handles both of these games quite smoothly, and there are no frame drops. I think the optimization was quite perfect. There's also Chinatown Wars, but this is like a top-down view of GTA. I can boot into Vice City Stories and give you a little playthrough or a walkthrough. And I do not think that this PSP supports like a video card output. Otherwise, I would have captured it and put it on your screens. But as you can see that there are no stutters here in this game, and the graphics also look good. So overall the gaming performance still holds up, and according to me, yes, you can get this in 2026 for all the nostalgia and for playing the great games that came out around the 2000s and the 2010s. I think my next video will be similar to a channel rambles video where I try to mod this up and connect it to the internet and do weird hacky things there. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.